And Kenyans are preparing for tough times ahead after lawmakers approved tax increases on Wednesday. The doubling of the tax on petroleum products from 8% to 16% and the approval of the controversial housing tax is expected to have a ripple effect on the taxpayer, with the prices of goods and services expected to skyrocket. With the bill awaiting President William Ruto's assent before it becomes law, Kenyans have started tightening their belts.
The pay on pay slips, which will be worsened by 1.5% monthly levy, deducted on gross monthly pay starting July, has seen the taxpayer devise means of surviving the tough times. The passing of the finance bill by lawmakers against public opinion on Wednesday is a new burden which will see Kenyans part with more money to fund President William Ruto's ambitious financial plan.
I think we will have to devise means of surviving.
Tabitha Washuka, an employee of a Nairobi-based company, says she will be forced to cut on expenditure if she is to survive the looming tough economic times. Apart from the housing tax, the government eyes another 2.75% deduction on gross pay towards the National Health Insurance Fund NHIF, as opposed to the current range of between 150 shillings and 1,700 shillings.
Kiwezekana naambia mamangu ananitumanishia mahindi na siaga, like I'll try to reduce the costs that are reducible. If I can, instead ya mimi natoka sehemu ya waru, naweza kuwa naambia mzazi ananitumanishia waru badala ya kununua kwa soko. So of course I will have to adjust and see what unnecessary costs I can reduce, and probably also entertainment might reduce. Kama ulikuwa unaenda out kwa mwezi mara mbili ama tatu ikuwe moja.
Peter Kinyagwa, tax consultant, has several responsibilities including school fees, paying for rent, sending money to his parents amongst other bills that he has to contend with. The government raid on his pockets means putting in place new survival measures.
Outings that you do, the social gathering, that black tax. It's also, I will also, try to do away with them, the ones that are unnecessary, and, try to avoid such supports that you give, although this is also expected to have an impact on the social fabrics.
Valen Bosibori is a school teacher at a school in Kisii County. She says it will be unbearable for her and most Kenyans who are already struggling to make ends meet.
Sasa shida kabisa ni mshahara ule ambao unaupata ni ule, mahitaji nayo yanapanda mlima. Mswada huu ukienda kutekelezwa, kama mimi kibinafsi nimekuwa nikitumia nauli that is around 400 shillings. That is now in a month. Lakini sasa itabidi nauli hiyo itakuwa double, kwa sababu kila kitu kitakuwa kimeongezeka, pia chakula nyumbani. Sasa itabidi tutajaribu hata tukate, hata kama ni lunch meal, at least mtu kule kama ni supper.
Employers will also be hit hard in the new tax plan. The proposals would increase the wage bill, impacting the cost of doing business for companies and the threshold for firms to add new jobs and improve salaries. Employers argue that these implications could result in job losses.
We may have to review and see whether we may have to either scale down, or in either case we may decide to, look at which other modes of engagement we can have with our staff. Because if the company will find it not viable to handle the wage bill beyond our expectation, then automatically we have to look into an action plan.
In the new tax proposals, the employers will shoulder half the burden that will come with a mandatory national housing tax at 1.5%. The implementation of the NSSF Act also comes with additional costs for employers who must match the increased contributions of employees. Employers saying they will be forced to review the nature of engagement with employees.
Because you see, engaging somebody on full-time, then you have to pay all these liabilities. And this means that unless their service is very critical, then you may have to think otherwise. So I think the nature of employment probably might be revised in a way within the institution so that we can devise ways to get services, but not really probably through having somebody on a full-time basis.
Key among the proposals passed in the bill that has been criticized by Kenyans and the opposition as punitive is the 16% value-added tax on fuel, up from 8%. The president is expected to sign the new bill into law before the start of the government's financial year on July 1st.